Okay, it's been a while since I made a video. I know. I stream every now and then. Life hit me hard and fast. I was like, as January hit, I was like, you know what? I'm going to buckle down. I'm going to do more YouTube stuff. I'm going to stream more. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to just do stuff this year. And there was a lot of stuff that happened. And it was a mixture of like me getting minorly sick, me ending up getting COVID, my whole house getting COVID, and just like a bunch of stuff. Me changing medications, me starting new medications like that I've never had before. Work stuff changed around a bit. I had just tons and tons of things piled on top of each other, one after another, which pushed stuff from January to February, and February to March, and now March to pretty much April. And it's been a pain. But I really, for myself, want to get back into creating things and making things. And I have an idea of stuff to do and things to make. And one of the biggest hurdles I'm having to overcome with this change and this like idea and this want to create and do stuff, one of the biggest hurdles I have to get over, and I've started kind of getting over this hurdle a little bit, is feeling trapped within the content I make. And I know a lot of people will be like, well, I mean, it's your content. You just make what you want to make. And that's true. It is true. It's very true that I really should just make what I want to make. I make videos mainly for me and what I think people would like to see out of myself. However, because of how my brain works and the mushy bits are like, hey, what if people just hate what you do? What if no one watches your videos anymore? And that squishy little bit of gray matter drives myself to not want to change things, not want to do things. And because of it, I really haven't changed a whole lot about my channel since its creation. I have done some different things here and there. I have attempted different things here and there, but when it doesn't get the reception that my little squishy bit of my brain assumes it would get, I drop it immediately. And I'm like, it's not working. It's never going to work. It's not going to work at all. I'm going to drop it. And so because I feel so trapped in the content I make and the content I do, because really just my brain filling in gaps that don't exist with things that don't exist, the biggest hurdle that I have to overcome is really rebranding myself as someone else. Not really someone else, as a different channel. And so I've did this a little bit in the past where if you've been a long-time viewer, you know that my channel used to be The Real NinjaBoy. And the URL is still The Real NinjaBoy. And the reason for that is when I made my channel years and years ago, almost 14 years ago is when I made my YouTube channel, I tried to use the username I had been using at the time, which was NinjaBoy. And when I put that into YouTube, YouTube was like, nah, you can't have it. I'm like, but why? I did research, I looked it up, there was no users with that name. But YouTube would not allow it for whatever reason. So I put The Real at the front of it, YouTube was like, hey, this is good, great, have fun, on your way. And even though my channel was The Real Ninja Boy, I had never used that full name in any entirety. I had always used just Ninja Boy for the most part. And because of that, I was years later. It wasn't even like new. It was like years and years later. Once YouTube allowed you to have a different display name than like your channel name or whatever, because all channels, instead of having a custom URL, went to a string of random characters. I changed my display name from The Real Ninja Boy just to Ninja Boy, because that is all I'd been using for years up until that point. Now, coming to today, which is the 31st of March. As of today, it will be pretty much 14 years of me using the name Ninja Boy. I started using that username in April 1st, 2008 on different websites and around. That is when I used it. I created my YouTube channel for The Real Ninja Boy, or Ninja Boy, on April 11th, I believe. But the actual name, the actual usage of that name was April 1st, 2008. And I know that because it was just, a week and a half-ish before I made the YouTube channel. Later, I, created my account on Super Mario World Central, which is like where I'm kind of still active right now for the most part. But 14 years later, I need to change. I am not tied to that username anymore. To me, it doesn't feel right anymore. I'm not connected to it anymore. And it is a part of my history that I don't dislike. Like, there's no reason to dislike it. There are portions of that I don't like. But the name itself, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just not connected to it as I used to be. And as a defining factor of my channel, myself, what I do online, it just doesn't feel right keeping it anymore when that is not who I see myself as anymore. And as such, as of April 1st, so tomorrow, my channel will be being rebranded and changing its name. And with that, I have a couple streams. I say a couple. It's one stream cut up into two different videos because it's two different games. I will be uploading to the channel very soon, probably within the next couple days. But I wanted to put this out to show everyone that even though my name is changing, I'm not going anywhere. Whether or not that will make people drop off, if that'll bring more people in, who knows? I don't know. No one knows. But it's going to provide myself with kind of a refreshing start that I've been needing for a couple years now. I've actually been thinking of rebranding my channel for probably 3 years or so at this point, because I'm like, I'm not the same person. The name doesn't fit anymore, which is one of the reasons I've kind of fell off of making videos, doing YouTube, doing a lot of the more creative things, because it didn't feel right, because it's like I was doing something for someone else instead of doing something for me. So I'm going to be changing the name. I'm going to be changing it to kind of a temporary name I've been using for years during events on Super Mario World Central when you can change your username, which is permaban. Which I don't know if I said that very well because I tend to mush words and letters and syllables together because I have a lisp that is hard to get over. But it'll be on the screen. It'll be right there. Big letters showing what the name will be. I'm not going to like redo all the like channel art or whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to be like redoing that and making it like big, bold, different, like edgy. No, it's not edgy. It's not edgy at all. It's not going to be that different. It's going to stay the same. The name is swapped. I'm still keeping the profile picture I have currently of Plumber Who, which I love that character. That character is something that like sits in the background and I don't really do anything with it, but it's the headcanon I have for why like hacks exist. And that's all it is. It's like my own personal headcanon. I just find it funny. And as part of that like little funny haha joke, I use it because Rubber Jig on Super Mario World Central, fantastic artist, and they had a, give me a character and I'll do like a quick sketch of them. And that was one of the, characters he drew was mine, and kind of this still image that I love. It captures the attitude and like just personality of the character so well, even though it was just kind of a random, hey, can you just draw this character? Here's kind of a very short physical description of the character. But the emotion behind it, the feeling behind it, the action behind it, how he's standing, kind of just like in this like, how he is. It's just, I love that drawing. And with that, I'm like, I'm keeping that because it really like kind of is a character that does belong to me and really is like kind of not who I am, but like how I feel things should be, if that makes any remote sense at all. But I wanted to put this out there to like I said earlier, show that I'm still around. I'm still doing things. I'm not as much on YouTube anymore. YouTube in itself is really just kind of gotten hard to manage with the time constraints I have. Streaming is far easier to do because it's just one and done. I can hit a button and go and have fun. There's no like editing involved. There's no taking videos, cutting them down, re-rendering them, or rendering them out because I have to mash together video and audio and sync them up and all this. It's just click a button, go, done, and have fun with it. Now, that said, I will be continuing my streams. I do have ideas for what I want to do on like some YouTube stuff, which I'm gonna attempt to do. I'm gonna dabble with some things and test things out and try things, have fun with it. But I'm also thinking, depending on what happens with the contract you sign with Twitch affiliate, because that's kind of the main goal right now is to get Twitch affiliate. Not because I'm like, oh, I need to make money. No, I just honestly want emotes. Like, that's my goal, is like, I just want funny little emotes to have. But depending on what the contract is that you sign, because I've not seen it at all, depending on what that says and what I can do, if it's not an exclusive, you're on Twitch no matter what, I'm thinking of maybe doing like a couple days on Twitch, or maybe like Twitch is primary and doing a couple days on YouTube and doing some like YouTube streams. just to test the waters out and like see which platform kind of does better and which one maybe I would like to like stick with the most. But that's pretty much it. I don't think I have like anything else to add to this, but I just want everyone to know that I'm still around. I'm just not going to have the same name for my channel really starting tomorrow.